We are here today at Macla, Movimiento de Arte y Cultura Latinoamericana, and we're joined by Executive Director Angie Helstrip Alvarez. So tell us a little bit about Macla. It's been around in the community for many, many years, and you've done amazing work with a variety of artists, and we'd like to learn a little bit about the background, when it started, and what you've all done since then.
So Macla was founded in the late 1980s, actually 1989 to be specific, by a group of community leaders and artists and activists. And at that time, there was a lot of changes in terms of how arts funding was starting to happen in downtown San Jose. And they had this great idea of, in the midst of redevelopment, to make sure that there was a space for Latino art and culture in downtown's revitalization. And so they had no money, but they had a lot of great ideas. And at the time, this building was owned by Center for Employment Training. So our co-founders went to the folks at CET and said, we have this idea for Latino Cultural Center in downtown San Jose. Will you let us use your space here and see if we can make it a go? And so there was a lot of sweat equity that was put into the organization, but they had a lot of ideas for programming. At that time, Juan Felipe Herrera and his wife Margarita were here, poets doing amazing work. So Macla held poetry readings, they put together art exhibitions, and 23 years later, we're here at Macla doing a lot of great work.
It's an exciting environment to be around. As you can see from the art around us, it's always so vibrant. I enjoy a lot of the offerings that Macla has for the community, and specifically the spoken word programs that you all do.
We have our spoken word programs are part of our performance and literary programs. And so that takes place in the sense of bringing in published authors like Junot Diaz we brought to San Jose State a couple of years ago, but then also the next generation, and really investing and working with our youth through our Peapod Adobe Youth Voices Academy. We have an amazing after-school program where they can come and learn spoken word, like you mentioned. They can also learn video, how to create their own videos, how to create music, how to do digital photography. And then now our youth are becoming, they're involved with more interdisciplinary projects where there'll be a team that works on the music and another team that takes some spoken word with the music and then puts it together to a video. And so it really teaches our youth 21st century literacy skills as well.
Talk a little bit about the future of Macla. You know, recently you were awarded a pretty sizable grant, and tell us a little bit about that.
So just recently, Macla received a $750,000 grant from Art Place America. And Art Place is a consortium of about 12 national funders that all came in to invest in creative placemaking. And so our grant was the largest in the United States, so we were honored to have that happen. But for us, it really was an investment in the work that we've done, but looking towards the future. So this Art Place grant allowed us to complete the purchase of this building. It was recently owned by the city of San Jose. So we've now raised the money to pay off the city, as well as continue our work with our architect, which is Teddy Cruz, who's an amazing artist as well as conceptual architect who looks at a lot of border issues between the US and Mexico and how immigration changes urban design. And he's working with us on the adaptive reuse of this space. This new space will be a place where you can come and see amazing art in our galleries, see great performance or spoken word in our black box performance space, have a place where youth can still create. But also on our second floor, we want to create artist studio spaces. We are finding that a lot of Latino and other artists of color were leaving San Jose and leaving this community because there just wasn't affordable space for them to create. So we want to help fill that need by offering a space and really a community for them too, to create. And to have a place where the public can come in and perhaps learn how to dance a tango and then see an amazing film as well.
There's been so many events that are hosted here, you know, from other organizations. And I want to thank you again for collaborating with us. It was December 2nd of 11, where we actually had our soft launch for the website, for the Silicon Valley Latino online magazine site. And it was a great event. The community came out, and thank you for working with us so that we could do that here. We definitely appreciate it.
No, we're really happy to do that. And I think really for Macla, we want this to be a place for everyone to come in and not only see great art, but host events like Silicon Valley Latinos, your soft launch. And we've had people that have had quinceañeras here, that have had other birthday parties, weddings, special events. And so really, this is the type of place that we want to be and that we are.
One last thing that I'd like to mention is that you do also get or have received so much community support throughout the years from your average person that donates and becomes a contributor, donor to folks like the Castellano Family Foundation, which the Black Box is named after them, and so many others. So you all have done such a great job here. Your board, a pretty extensive group of people that are involved and have done a great job as well. So keep up the great work.